Seen his face splashed across CNN, Court TV, and many more places. Attorney Al Lasso has worked as a legal analyst for many network shows, but it was a unique ride to get him where he is today.
That's right. Al is with us live this morning with more about the journey that led to him becoming the attorney and founder of Lasso Injury Law. How are you, Al?
Hi, good,
Welcome.
good. You bring the lawyer in right after the pest.
There we go. Maybe you could sue some of these pests.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Responsible.
No, that's fine.
You've had a very unique path that brought you into becoming an attorney. You graduate high school. You waited a decade to go to college.
I did.
You were free and clear. what was the
Yes.
decision that had you go back?
Well, my story is a little bit different than most attorneys.
Yeah.
When I was a teenager, actually, my brother was involved in a catastrophic car crash. Wow. He became paralyzed from it. He had insurance, and he had paid his premiums. Everything was good. But trying to get the money out of the insurance companies was like pulling teeth. And he had paid, and this was, he needed this money for his medical bills, for his living, and it was so difficult. This is a $1 billion company. And I made a promise to him and a promise to myself that one day I would become an attorney and help people who were in a similar situation as he was. But life gets in the way. You graduate high school, you get a job. I started a family, and I kind of got away from that. But I always had the desire to be an attorney. I opened up my own business, but about 10 years out of high school, I was 28 years old. I said to my wife, I said, you know what, I really want to be an attorney. And I can be 35 years old in 7 years and own my own business, or I can be an attorney, because it takes 7 years to go to college and then high school.
Yeah.
So we decided, let's go down that path. So I sold my business in New Jersey. I decided that Las Vegas would be the best place for me because I could deal in the casinos and I could go to school during the day.
Good side money. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's
That's
a
great.
24-hour town.
So your family blessed it. They were supportive. They were
very much
behind
so.
you, and
Very
you
much
did
so.
it.
My wife was.
Looking back, are you glad you waited the 10 years so you could have some life experiences before you went back to school?
It was, actually, it helped me a lot. You know, when you come right out of college, you come right out of high school without having that life experience, you don't know the world. You don't know what people have gone through. And so it was a good thing that I did that in a sense. It's too bad. I should have obviously I would have loved to have had that 10-year start, but I wanted to do it, and we were able to do it. And actually, I dealt craps full-time during the day, at night rather, and then went to school full-time and graduated UNLV in 3.5 years. And then went to law school back in New Jersey. So we moved the family back to New Jersey, to Seton Hall Law School. And then got a job out here with Judge Bonaventure as a law clerk, moved the family back to Las Vegas. The allure of Las Vegas. When you live here, it's hard to live anywhere else.
I moved here, went back, and then went back again. And Vegas always pulls you back.
Pulls you back. Things close in other parts of the country.
It's terrible. So you worked for Judge Bonaventure. I also know that you worked for Dominic Gentile, who is one of the most respected attorneys in town.
Yes, he is.
How fortunate were you to work under both of those people?
Oh, I'm very fortunate. It was an unbelievable experience, learned so much. Both of them are fantastic. Judge Bonaventure, a very esteemed judge here in town. We did some of the most high-profile trials ever in the history of Las Vegas. Happened to be involved in that. It worked out very well. I learned so much more than I learned in law school.
Hands-on.
It was a great experience. Great experience.
You've had a lot of high-profile cases that you've been involved in, as you just mentioned. Also, Jeremy Strohmeyer.
Yeah, the Jeremy Strohmeyer case.
And Margaret Rudin.
Margaret Rudin, the Black Widow. Yes.
Married for 5 years, and then.
Her,
5 times, excuse me. 5 times, and her fifth husband, something went wrong.
Yeah, something went wrong. Yes, she was convicted of murdering him. And then she took off across the country, and America's Most Wanted went after her. She was on the run, and they found her in a seedy motel somewhere. And she was brought back for a trial, and that was covered nationally.
And how do you feel now? I'm not sure if people know this. Federal court has actually given her the ability to challenge her conviction after 15 years.
15 years, yes. They finally said, you know what, there was a lot of problems with the lead attorney in that trial. And I think in any trial where you have those kind of problems, it's better to have another body take a look at it and see if everything went right. and if she deserves another shot at it.
Do you think she'll get out this time?
You know, it's going to be a close one because there were a lot of issues in that trial. Just trying to, the judge himself said, just trying to keep it together wasn't easy
Yeah.
because of what happened with her representation.
Yeah.
There was the Ted Binion murder trial as well.
Yeah, that was a big one. Sandy Murphy and Rick Tabish were the defendants in that case, and that was huge. That was covered live by all the networks, and that was an amazing experience to go through.
Those two were accused of killing Ted.
Right, they were originally convicted. That conviction was overturned. They had a retrial, and Rick Tabish was convicted of some ancillary crimes, and Sandy Murphy was found not guilty.
Wow, unbelievable.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to be talking to you a little bit later in the show about what your law office practices today.
Sure.
And we'll get into more details on that in a bit.
Sounds good.
Thank you.
All right, thanks.
Again, Al is going to rejoin us in a little bit about his law firm itself. For more, just head to lassoinjurylaw.com or call the number listed. They'll help handle for free anyone who has a traffic ticket in Vegas that mentions seeing Al on our show. So take advantage of that.